My mom had 4 kids, raised them by herself. The kids were very successful. She had to work. She worked at the Safeway store, and she didn't have a lot of time for doing anything else. She did some crafts. She did actually do, I don't know if there's a predecessor to Crossroads, but she did an organized art thing here in town, 40 years ago. She was I think she was probably one of the original people that participated in some of that group stuff that was going on. But she had to raise us kids. Now, when we went off to college, she went off to college, and she studied the arts and ceramics, and she's quite good. And she did very good portraitures of, she did a set of portraits of women throughout the world. And that was her thesis for her graduation, and it was in ceramics. Once we got going, she didn't have the responsibilities anymore, and all of us were really successful leaving at that time. So she was able to go and do some of the things she always wanted to do. But she worked at Crossroads, and Crossroads, when she got back from university, she came here, and she had the good fortune. She was a ceramic artist, and she had the good fortune that Crossroads was here and very active on Main Street. And they had kilns there. They provided clay. They provided classes. So she was working there all the time. And she was, she had retired, so she was older. She probably wouldn't have been able to gather that stuff together herself. And so, I'd come into town, and I'd say, "Where's Mom? Where's Mom?" She's, "Oh, well, she's down in the basement there working on Main Street at Crossroads." And I'd go there, and she'd have all kinds of things going on, and tables of this has got to be fired, and this is, drying out. And she did an amazing amount of work, and she enjoyed it a lot. And Crossroads was vital to her feeling fulfilled about what she wanted to pursue in her life. It really did give her substance, enjoyment. I would come back to town, and she'd have tremendous number of new pots that she'd done, and she'd be showing them to me, and she was doing paintings, and she was very active, and she was the type that would go out and work all day on her garden and do stone work, and then some ceramic work, and this was, Crossroads was really significant to our family, because it really provided my mother an outlet for her creativity. She was productive, and she enjoyed it immensely. And then there were people there that could help her with the technical stuff that was going on, the kilns and all that stuff. And she did have a show right here at Crossroads, and that was great. We came in from all over. We came from the East Coast, and my brother came from Seattle. My sister, Tamara Hinden, she lives here, and she's volunteered over at the Heritage Museum for years, and given a lot back. And Crossroads, and the family decided that one of the most significant, pleasurable things for our family is to see our mom, be able to do and express herself and enjoy the production of art at Crossroads. And it really was tremendously significant. And I know that it provides that for a lot of people here now, all the way from little kids learning how to dance, all the way through. And I think it's marvelous. Like I said, my brother worked here in the library before he became a scientist. And I think that working at the library contributed to that.